TradeZero America, let's dig deep.
January 28th, 2021. The most chaotic day in retail trading history. A co-founder went on social media and stated his brokerage was not restricting trading. The statement was made while the restriction was active. The securities regulator fined the firm $100,000 and the co-founder personally $25,000. The only founder in this series named individually in a federal enforcement action. 3 years later, the financial industry regulator fined the same firm $250,000 for influencer marketing that generated millions of views with unbalanced claims. 2 actions in 3 years. And yet the platform has no minimum deposit, no inactivity fee, free trading on standard stocks, and a professional platform at less than half the price of the specialist competitors. The most accessible entry point in this series, the worst regulatory record alongside it. 3 friends from Brooklyn built a direct market access brokerage called Noble Trading before selling it to a specialist trading firm in 2010. After the sale, they identified a specific gap. The pattern day trader rule requires traders with accounts under $25,000 to limit themselves to 3-day trades per 5 business days. Offshore brokers existed to serve traders who wanted to avoid this restriction, but they were largely unregulated and prone to withdrawal problems. The founders launched an offshore entity in the Bahamas in 2015 to serve non-American traders who wanted access to American markets. That entity explicitly bars American citizens, Canadian residents, and Bahamian nationals from opening accounts. It is not a workaround for the day trading rule, it is a separate product for a separate market. The American entity launched around 2019 under full regulatory oversight with investor protection and the day trading rule enforced. The no minimum deposit model attracts retail traders below the $25,000 threshold, but does not exempt them from the rule. A trader who opens an account with less than $25,000, executes 4 or more day trades in 5 business days, and gets flagged faces account restrictions. Community forums sometimes confuse the Bahamas entity with the American entity in discussions about the day trading rule. They are legally separate products for legally separate markets. The origin story is clean. 3 broker-dealer veterans who sold one company, learned from the experience, and built another across 2 jurisdictions with clear legal separation. The platform offers free commissions on standard exchange-listed stocks above $1 during regular hours. The per-share fee on stocks below $1 over-the-counter securities and extended hours trading is half a penny per share. The professional platform costs $59 a month, which is less than half what the specialist competitors charge for their primary trading software. There is no minimum deposit and no inactivity fee. The platform uses a payment for order flow model, but shares part of the rebates with clients, instead of keeping everything. It is an unusually consumer-friendly setup. The meme stock event needs context. Multiple retail brokers restricted or halted purchases that day. The restrictions were driven by the clearing corporation dramatically increasing collateral requirements, forcing brokers to restrict trading to manage their capital obligations. The restrictions themselves were legally defensible. What was not defensible was a public statement claiming no restrictions existed while restrictions were active. TradeZero America suspended purchases of 3 meme stocks for approximately 10 minutes on the morning of January 28th. The co-founder's public statement that the platform was not restricting trading was made while the restriction was in effect. The securities regulator found this to be a materially misleading statement about the availability of trading services at a time when customers were making trading decisions based on that information. A retail trader who saw the statement and attempted to buy during those 10 minutes would have believed the platform was available, attempted to place an order, and had it fail or be rejected. On the single most volatile trading day in a generation, even 10 minutes of unavailability, preceded by a public claim of availability, could have meant missed entries or exits at materially different prices. The firm was fined $100,000. The co-founder was personally fined $25,000. A cease and desist order was issued and a compliance consultant was retained. Of all the brokers that restricted meme stock trading that day, this is one of the very few where a named individual was held personally accountable by the securities regulator. The fine was not for restricting trading, it was for saying he was not restricting trading while he was. Neither the firm nor the co-founder admitted or denied the findings. The financial industry regulator's fine in June 2024 was $250,000 for failing to supervise social media influencers. The The firm engaged between July 2020 and October 2022. The promotional content generated millions of views with unbalanced claims about the platform's benefits and inadequate risk disclosure. None of it was reviewed by a registered principal before publication. None of it was retained as required business records. A separate violation within the same action involved 22,000 inaccurate privacy notices sent to customers, suggesting a broader compliance infrastructure weakness beyond the influencer problem alone. Two different categories of compliance failure in a single enforcement action at a bootstrapped broker without the dedicated compliance team that larger or venture-backed firms can afford. This was the third influencer supervision fine in this series in a single year. The specialist competitor was fined $200,000 in April for the same category of violation. Another broker outside this series was fined $850,000 in March. The financial industry regulator has made influencer marketing supervision a priority enforcement area. 3 fines in 1 year on the same violation type is not coincidence. It is a compliance standard the industry failed to meet. TradeZero America's short-selling inventory is smaller than the specialist competitors, offering over 8,000 symbols. For professional short sellers targeting specific illiquid small-cap stocks, this is a meaningful limitation. The platform does not integrate with the professional trading software both specialist competitors use, which means traders accustomed to that workflow must adapt. Customer service is available around the clock, but rated as mixed by the community, below the personal direct access that the founder-owned specialist competitor provides. The accessible pricing comes with trade-offs in inventory depth and professional infrastructure. TradeZero America, for anyone who wants the most accessible entry point in the institutional short-selling broker category, where free commissions on standard stocks, no minimum deposit, no inactivity fee, and a professional platform at $59 a month, serve retail traders in liquid exchange. Listed names who do not need the specialist hard-to-borrow inventory depth that the established competitors provide, accepting that the co-founder was personally fined by the securities regulator for a misleading public statement during the meme stock crisis, that the firm was fined $250,000 for influencer supervision failures 3 years later, that the hard-to-borrow inventory is smaller than the specialist competitors, that the professional trading software those competitors use is not available, and that 2 regulatory actions in 3 years represent a compliance culture pattern rather than isolated incidents. Free trading is real. The no minimum deposit is real. The no inactivity fee is real. 3 broker-dealer veterans who sold one company and built another with a genuinely accessible pricing model. But the securities regulator's enforcement order has the co-founder's name on it. That is not a corporate fine absorbed by a compliance budget. It is a personal accountability finding by a federal regulator about a public statement made during the most consequential retail trading event in history. For a retail trader in liquid stocks who wants the cheapest possible access, this is a credible option. For a professional short seller who needs inventory depth and a broker whose leadership has never been personally sanctioned, the specialist competitors are the better fit. Every choice is a trade-off. At least now you know what you're trading.